This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. British drug smugglers have been jailed for more than 20 years each for their role in a bungled international plot to import a tonne of drugs worth £500 million into Australia. 37-year-old Graham Palmer and 38-year-old Scott Jones are said to have conceived their plot whilst here in Thailand, and used a small sailing yacht to deliver the 1 tonne of drugs to Oz, only to end up beaching the boat, attempting to flee with the drugs in a dinghy, and end up being scared off by an angry walrus that they disturbed while they were digging on a remote island, where it had been happily sleeping. Police found 40 duffel bags of drugs, and a check of their phones revealed that one of them had a call recording app which revealed their chatting desperately about their plight and how to hide their wares. A British man was under arrest still this morning following his claims that he'd been attacked by a taxi driver in Chiang Mai. Police there quickly figured out that the injuries to his hands were the result of a drunken climb over several fences behind a guest house. 30-year-old Daniel Miller was taken for treatment for his cuts, as locals told of the noise that they'd heard behind their homes and the discovery of the man assumed to have been drunk at 2 in the morning last week. In Nakhon Ratchasima, forensics teams are accessing medical reports in an attempt to match up the microchip inserted as part of a breast enhancement operation and discovered on the corpse of a dead woman. She was found alongside a Western man in a shallow grave there. Divested of all clothing and possessions, the two dead have so far remained unidentified, and it's hoped that today, Monday, the microchip will give some clues. EXAT, the operators of the overpasses in the capital, have gone on record with new speed limits to avoid accidents. Those driving cars on overpasses now have a maximum speed of 100 km an hour, and on underpasses 110. The limits approved by the ministry will also see commercial vehicles and buses with lower restrictions. A 34-year-old Lao man, along with his 30-year-old female counterpart, has been nabbed in Pathum Thani as part of a joint operation between Thai and Lao authorities. The continued work together by Asian nations, determined to close down call centres that target Thais, saw the duo caught in an hotel room, and there's plans afoot for a fast extradition to Laos, from whence they're said to have fled with upwards of 400 million baht, following their running of several call operations fleecing Thais via phone calls and messages involving rip-off loans, promises of investment, and the old trick of "there's a parcel here waiting for you." This in the same weekend that 2 Thais have been nabbed and charged with recruiting locals here to go and work in call centres in Cambodia. Police have arrested a Chinese-Australian businessman accused of shooting his mother to death in her upmarket condo in the capital. Kelvin Gao, 41, also threatened to kill his own wife and children after a dispute over a family-owned business. On Phuket, a Vietnamese mother and daughter drowned while swimming on Sunday despite warning signs and red flags, both of which were warning of dangerous waters. The couple was swept away by high waves and brought ashore by a rescue team. Meanwhile at home, an Australian suspected of being part of the gang that shot out a Harley-Davidson dealership here in Pattaya earlier in this year has been caught on the Cambodian border and is to be returned here to local police. 61-year-old Tony Liorga, one of 4 alleged to have shot up the dealership back at the end of April, had laid low until now before thinking that the coast was clear. Another British cohort was caught soon after the crime, and 2 others remain on the lam as police investigations continue. Locals in Banglamung were shocked to discover a drunken man who'd laid down on the railway lines in Nong Pru before a train ran across him. With no chance of stopping, the train effectively amputated his legs. He, though, survived and was removed to a local hospital. A 32-year-old Amani died in Nong Pru after crashing his motorbike while speeding along the footpath near the Royal Cliff Hotel, with reports indicating that he was wearing no helmet. And in Nong Pru, a well-known local British expat died after crashing his bike at 3:30 in the morning on Sunday. From police reports, we know that he skidded some distance before hitting a pole. The 54-year-old who died at the scene has been named by authorities, but that name is being withheld by Fab 103 to give the embassy a chance to liaise with his family. In both cases, CCTV is being checked by police. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 32 degrees, dropping down to 27, and the promise of rain at some time in an otherwise overcast day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.